Imagine you're dying of thirst 30,000 years ago. You finally discover a muddy pond. The water is cloudy, filled with dirt, insects, and who knows what else. Today, most of us wouldn't even think about drinking it. We'd worry about bacteria, parasites, viruses, and diseases hiding in every drop. But ancient humans didn't have water filters. They didn't boil every drink. They didn't carry bottled water. So how did they survive? At first, it seems impossible. Modern medicine tells us that contaminated water can spread deadly illnesses like cholera, dysentery, typhoid, and countless parasites. Drinking dirty water sounds like a death sentence. But archaeology and anthropology reveal a much more interesting story. The first clue is that ancient humans weren't drinking from the same kinds of polluted water we often imagine. 30,000 years ago, there were no cities dumping waste into rivers. No factories releasing chemicals. No sewage systems overflowing into lakes. Most water sources were part of healthy natural ecosystems. That doesn't mean they were perfectly clean. Wild animals used them too. Bacteria and parasites still existed. But many streams, springs, and fast-moving rivers were naturally much safer than stagnant pools. And ancient humans quickly learned which water sources were trustworthy. Hunter-gatherers spent their entire lives observing nature. They noticed that clear-flowing streams usually made people healthier than still ponds. Fresh mountain springs became valuable landmarks. Some groups even dug shallow holes beside rivers, allowing water to slowly filter through sand before collecting it, a simple natural filtration system still used in some places today. They also unknowingly reduced risk through everyday habits. Many prehistoric people cooked their food over fire. Stone-boiled soups and roasted meals often heated the water used during cooking, killing many harmful microorganisms without anyone understanding the science behind it. Scientists also believe ancient humans developed stronger resistance to many local microbes than outsiders would have had. Their immune systems constantly encountered the bacteria and parasites common in their own environments. That didn't make them immune to every disease, but it likely helped them survive infections that might make modern travelers seriously ill. Of course, people still became sick. Archaeologists have found evidence of intestinal parasites in ancient human remains. Ancient populations suffered from diarrhea, stomach infections, and waterborne diseases just like people do today. Children were especially vulnerable, and many lives were undoubtedly lost. So why didn't entire populations disappear? Because survival wasn't based on luck alone. It depended on experience. Families passed down knowledge from one generation to the next. They remembered which springs stayed fresh during summer, which rivers became dangerous after floods, and which ponds should never be trusted. Long before anyone discovered germs, they were practicing something just as valuable: careful observation. In many ways, ancient humans were the world's first water experts. So, why didn't ancient humans die from dirty water? Some certainly did. But they survived because the water around them was often cleaner than ours. They learned to recognize safer sources. Fire accidentally made water safer during cooking, and thousands of years of experience taught them lessons that science would only explain much later. Ironically, they didn't survive because they understood bacteria. They survived because they understood nature.